Good afternoon. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the notification bell. And today, we got ourselves a quality check with the Model 3. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So, all right, we have ourselves a quality check with the Model 3. And the Model 3 has been Tesla's, well, it was Tesla's best-selling vehicle. Now it's been overtaken by the Model Y. But let's do ourselves a quality check on the Model 3. Pretty much, the Model 3, I would say, is probably the best built vehicle that Tesla has to offer. Due to having experience in producing this vehicle for about 6 years now and being able to ramp up production, they've basically gotten the fit and finish to be very, very good. So looking off at the left side of this Model 3, everything's good so far, making sure the fender matches the hood and the hood matches the bumper. On to the right side. Take a look at the wheels. Now, the driver's side door here. There's a look at the brand new interior. Check the door handles to see if it's flush, and it is flush. Rear door handle to see if it's flush, and it is flush. Look at the size of the gap, very nice and tight. Over here, trunk, left side, it's nice and tight. Now let's take a look at the rear. Beautiful. Now let's take a look at the right side. Beautiful. Take a look at the wheels. And we do have a paint discoloration over here. But it isn't that, pretty much, it isn't visible, but it is there. So everything's good besides the paint defect, but it's very minor. I'm still gonna give it a pass. Now let's move on to another Model 3. We have another white Model 3 over here, and let's take a look at the left side. Take a look at the hood, the bumper, and the right side. So far, so good. Do like what I'm seeing. There's a look at those beautiful wheels. Driver's side door, beautiful. And I do have the gap measure with me, but I will only be measuring gaps that seem visually out of place. If the gap looks good, there's probably no reason to measure it. So this gap right here, well, it is bigger than what I normally see. So you see, let me measure it. And it's just shy of about 4 millimeters, which I would say it is bigger than what Tesla considers in spec. They do consider 3 millimeters to be within spec. But if it's 4 millimeters, I wouldn't really give it a lot of attention. But I would probably still let them know. Anything above, I would say 5 or 6, would probably be considered a little bit too big for my liking. All right, so this one is a pass. Now let's move on to another Model 3, which is going to be our final Model 3 for the evening. All right, so this is our final Model 3 for the evening. And let's take a look at the left side. And all these vehicles have the new headlights. There was an issue with the Model 3 getting the old Model Y headlights, but basically it was due to a supply issue. But now they seem to straighten that out, and everybody's getting the new matrix LED lights on all versions of the Model 3. Now taking a look at the left side, making sure that it matches the hood and making sure that it matches the bumper. That's good. Right side, that's good. And over here on the right side. Now let's move along to the driver's side door here. Beautiful. Remember, after you've done a thorough check on the exterior, that's when you want to check the interior. You want to check the seats. You want to check the steering wheel. You want to check your center console. Check your doors, your glove box. Check that you have the new AMD Ryzen chip. Go over throughout the whole vehicle, starting from the front, then moving to the back. Fold down the seats. Check that there's no scuffs on your seat, side doors, the rears, and then move on to your trunk and then your front. Now you will not be receiving the mobile charger. Tesla has gone the Apple route to not include the charger with the vehicle, even though it's a vital component. I hope they reverse that decision, because if you're ever stuck in a rural area and you need to get a quick charge in order to get to your supercharger, you're gonna have to buy the mobile charger. But I think it's something that Tesla needs to give out to all their customers. All right, so this gap right here and this gap, it is a little bit bigger than average. So let's measure. Right over here, we got 4.9 millimeters, and right over here we have, making sure not to touch this vehicle, we have about 5 millimeters. Okay, so definitely have ourselves an issue over here. Now let's check over here. Yeah, it is about 5.9. Okay, so this Model 3 definitely needs some work. The gap is just a little bit too big for our liking. So definitely would have to tell that to my sales rep. All right, taking a look at the wheels, and it is flush, and it is flush. All right, so this Model 3 unfortunately is a fail. Now, the odds today were 2 out of 3. So is Tesla perfect? No. They still have work to do, but it seems that with the more cars they build, they are getting better. So the issue right now is the panel gap. So if you're thinking about ordering a Model 3 S, X3, even a Cybertruck, remember, on your delivery day, bring yourself a checklist. If you need a checklist, go to www.electricbuyers.com and download yourself a free checklist. All right, so that's all I gotta say. So thank you and have a nice day.
Hey, would you like to win a Tesla Model 3? All you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will win a Tesla Model 3.